Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Tonight, we've got an entertaining one in store for you. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They stay on the ground with Vidal. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst search forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Play action now for Herbert. Looking to his fullback now. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
2 yards.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Herbert from the gun. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Chargers first down. First
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing
line.
between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Vidal on the give. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another run for Vidal. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Herbert now to throw on third. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
And the Chargers first down.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to
2-yard
capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
And down there from the pistol. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
4-yard loss on the
Give some
play.
credit to the defense on
Second
that
and
one. We don't
goal.
see him get
At
fooled
the
into making the
6-yard
wrong
line.
read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and they found the end zone as a result.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Xavier Gibson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And this line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Man in motion here. Back to throw. Hurts. He's got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 53 yards. First down, Eagles.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Working inside the red zone. It's a screen to Barkley. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Running with Dell out of the gun. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's another Chargers first down.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
He was taken
You know, for
down
pitchers,
behind the line
you
of
hear them
scrimmage.
say, gosh, you
It's
got to
a
pitch
loss
this
of
guy
2.
backwards.
Brings up
For
2nd
defenses,
and
you
12.
got to do the same at
At the
times, Kate. You just
39-yard
can't
line.
always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They have second and pretty long here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On to the left side, and Johnston has it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Dicker connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Bigsby with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 28-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
On 1st down, Hurts Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's Hurts once again. Gets it to him on the screen. Has a lane inside the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, so it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 2nd down.
After a man jumps, they come up 2nd and 5 to go. Running it after the penalty. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers, who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. He's got the first down grab. It's still going. And he takes it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 14, Chargers 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing now, Herbert. Hauled in by Allen over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Here's again to Vidal. Good hit on the Browns here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Second and manageable. He's throwing. That throw finds Coughlin. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Fits it through the middle. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Up the middle, Vidal. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Chargers first down. First and goal.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Herbert from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it second and goal.
Leads to second.
Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Third and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a second-quarter lead. McConkey with a touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Tiburon now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers push their lead to 3.
Chargers 17. Eagles 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. The Chargers get home and they drop him. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Braden Mann on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. We've got a screen to the running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Herbert back to throw. Allen there to haul it in. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. On a quick slant, he's got Allen. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
5-yard gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now Herbert again. Setting up the screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd.
6-yard pickup.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the Eagles' 39-yard
You could see that screen develop as the linemen pull right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. It's Herbert once more. He's going to keep it this time. And Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Cameron Dicker after the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Idell trying this up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's into the hands of Will Dissly. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
It's a gain of 6.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? A costly false start penalty as third down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. On third down, Herbert. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Zone read give here to Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it to the end zone. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles take the lead on that successful kick.
Chargers 20.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Darius Davis to return it. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers.
At their own 24-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This is Vidal. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. A run with Vidal. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Gain of 10 yards.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield strike. In on a stop, had that incredible breakout season last year, was Zach Bond.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Third and long, they're gonna throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the 2nd half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Barkley off the pistol give. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. It connects on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead to 7. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8.
28. Chargers 20.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
Here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Herbert from the gun. Low left side, grabbed by Allen. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
Well,
line.
that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
So 1st down from the 41. Now it's Vidal. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that. Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Gibson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. 1st down, around with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Jukes a man, he's running free. And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. They've got first down here from the 36. They send him left out of the slot. On first down, Hurts. Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Look at them, they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll go, Hurts. They connect for the first. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
And an Eagle first
So
down.
close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
It's a screen to Barkley. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Well, this offense has run through him since the start, Brock, and now he has a little bit of history. He has just set a new record for receiving yards in a game for a running back.
What a historic performance he's had today. Truly deserving of a record. I don't want to call my shot here, but the way the teams today involve their running backs as pass catchers, I have a chance we'll see a record fall in the coming years, this record in particular.
And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
All set now, 1st and 10. This one stopped at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that, he's pushed backwards to the 5. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Stays upright.
A 7-yard loss. It's now 4th down.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
23.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing on first is Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. All the left side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Here's Vidal on the give. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. That's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll run. This is Vidal. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Vidal. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash.
51-yard attempt.
got all of it, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Bigsby with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. First and 10 from the 32. Motion man sent left. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Second and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Looking to throw. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. The Chargers send running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Second and 15 at the 21-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers facing a 5-point deficit. After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's second and 15. Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Looking to throw it. That one's nabbed by Allen. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series. You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
To throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Ooh, the defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And there's time left and a couple of timeouts defensively, but they should still be able to kneel out the clock. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll start this series with an option left. Here he goes again. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner, and that's going to seal this win. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd.
First down.
And they'll have just one left to burn now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design keeper here for Hurts. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.